Hey guys, it's Bree. I hope you are having a fantastic start to your week. Down Among the Sticks and Bones follows two characters from the first book, Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill are twin sisters who were born to a upper middle class family where everything was supposed to be perfect. Their parents didn't initially want children, but kind of got baby fever and wound up with twins. And so because their twins were girls instead of a girl and a boy, they kind of forced them into their own particular roles. They shoved Jack and Jill into being the people who they want them to be, as opposed to the people who Jack and Jill really would be on their own. At the start, you see their mother forcing Jacqueline, or Jack, into this very traditional girl's role. She wears the pretty dresses with all the tulle and doesn't get dirty, while Jill is the soccer star and her dad's substitute son. And so, after a couple of years, the girls find their way to their fairyland. If you have read the first book, you will know that it is a dark place. There are vampires and mad scientists and angry hordes of villagers. And everything about the way that Seanan McGuire writes this is so very aware of the kind of archetypes that she's playing with. The young girl who's enchanted by the vampire and the mysterious man in the castle, and the other young girl who is super scared of him. McGuire plays at the contrasts in the girls and making them rebel against who they were. In particular, Jill, who's the one who's forced to kind of be the substitute son for her father, really looks towards this as an opportunity for her to be the beautiful one. This, of course, increases the rift between the girls, and eventually leads to the reason that they wind up fleeing from their fairyland. I think this is an interesting play on the story. It's not necessarily a subversion that I'm unused to, but I think there's something really lovely and charming in the way that McGuire goes about writing this particular story. You find out about Jack and kind of the reasons behind her behavior in the first book. Like with Every Heart a Doorway, this does feature characters on the LGBTQ+ spectrum. Every Heart a Doorway has an asexual heroine, and in this case we find out about Jill's sexuality and how it is not the heteronormative sexuality that was expected of her. I think what I really like about these books, aside from the fact that I think they're just very charming, is the way that it kind of looks at adolescence as something potentially much darker than what we normally look at it as, and yet something that's not so insurmountable as to be like the darkest thing to ever happen to anyone. The challenges that her characters go through while being super fantastical and involving so much magic are really relatable. There's something about being lonely and isolated from other people, especially the people you're supposed to love, that is just very honest. And I think most of us understand the feeling of wanting to be valued for who we want to be, who we really view ourselves as opposed to the people who others want us to be for them. And of course it has all of the fun, like dancing with the devil kind of catch-22s and villagers with pitchforks and the mad scientist who they all need but can't really trust. It's all of those fun things that I really just enjoy in a story. Overall, I think that this is just a series you can't really go wrong with if you have an afternoon free, and I think that you really could easily fall in love with. While not every aspect of it is groundbreaking or earth-shattering, it is just very well done. Let me know what you thought of Down Among the Sticks and Bones in the comments down below. This is a series that I'm really looking forward to watching grow. I know she's already contracted to write another book. This time, I think it's going to be in like a high chaos fairyland, which I think will be very fun to see. And you know the drill. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you're having a fantastic reading week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.